I was 3.5 the first time my dad told me we had to get rid of my mother. On that bitter cold morning in February, he jumped up from the table after eating his usual eggs, grits, and bacon, and threw on his coat. Lonnie, Sam, and I had finished our cornflakes long before he sat down. "Thelma Lou, get David ready," he told my mother. His deep voice filled our tiny house. "He and I are going for a ride." Mom lurched into the living room with that twitchy look she got whenever Dad asked her to do something. I sat cross-legged on the floor, watching the little rascals as she jerked back and forth in front of me like a broken wind-up toy. "Get ready, David," she shrieked. My younger brother Sam, still in diapers, pushed his Tonka truck across the worn carpet and giggled when Mom stumbled over his toys. Our cat, Midnight, leapt out of her way and glided to safety under a chair. As usual, Lonnie, then 7, was camped out in her room with the door closed, listening to her radio and ignoring the rest of us. Mom always acted nervous, like something bad was going to happen. It got worse when Dad was around. Before she could touch me with her clammy hands, I ran to the closet, put on my jacket and boots, and bolted out the door. On the front porch, I hung close to the house and shivered while Dad scraped snow and ice off our Nash Rambler, or what I called the Green Bomber. I had a nickname for everything. White smoke poured from the exhaust and filled the air. I wished Dad would hurry up, but I would never tell him that. Behind him, the giant Navajo compressor station where he worked rose into the sky. Dad told me millions of pounds of natural gas flowed through the huge pipelines. They were connected to turbine engines that rumbled so loud I thought they would shake apart. A fence surrounded the station and the 20 houses belonging to El Paso natural gas workers and their families. Everybody called the company EPNG for short. Our only other neighbors were rattlesnakes, stray cattle, sheep, coyotes, jackrabbits, and roadrunners. They all disappeared when it got cold. Dad said we lived on the Navajo Indian Reservation, but because we were Cherokees, we didn't have to follow any of the damn Anglo rules. The snow blew hard, stinging my face, and I hopped around to stay warm. Dad carved out 2 openings on the frozen windshield, then snapped ice off the handle on the passenger door and signaled me to get in. "It's colder than a well-digger's ass, so move it," he shouted, hustling to the driver's side of the car. "We're going to have some fun."